going on, dudes and dudettes? I know if I put this on a video recently, it was just going to make it too long and boring, especially for the last part, because I just have to read off a bunch of names of like a bunch of USC and Duke guys who were recently drafted this past weekend or so, or pretty recently. Some more guys were drafted from both teams, and a little bit of Ducks news as well, so I want to get that on its own, because I think this Thursday I'll probably have that USC mainly of the athletes representing their countries and of Team USA as well, and then I don't know, probably try to make something else in there. You never know. But yeah, look forward to a busy week of these videos. So to start this one off, yes, the Anaheim Ducks, they did sign a couple players. They signed a defenseman in Jackson Lacombe to a 2-year extension, and they also signed a winger in Nikita Nesterenko, hopefully I'm saying that correct, to a 1-year, 2-way contract. So it looked like Nesterenko was already on the team, but maybe he's just still not able to make the full roster yet. But Lacombe, I remember that name pretty recently as a guy that they drafted, and so they were able to sign him to a couple-year extension. So nothing wrong with that. See what else he has left in the tank, and then maybe and hopefully, if he's good enough, he'll sign him to a long-term deal. But yeah, going through and seeing that, and I think even the NHL recently did a post on X talking about the youth that the Anaheim Ducks have, because they put in like, I think 8 to 10 players on that list of all their young guys. But if you look at the list, like one was 24, another guy was 23, and maybe another guy was 21. But then all the other guys on that list are 20 years and younger, which is pretty crazy. I think like the youngest being 18. So yeah, that's why this has been painstakingly boring and sucky at times, just because you're waiting for these guys to develop. But there's so much talent on this roster that I don't know if it's worth the wait, but I think they have like a lot of good names on that list in my opinion. And it could be just like baseball, where you trade prospects to try to get a better player. If there's a good player out there that's willing to get traded or wants to come to the Ducks, then they'll make their move, and they have like a lot of young talent to give out there as well. So hopefully a big move is in their future. You never know. But yeah, looking forward to that. And when it comes to a couple more USC guys selected, there was a player who was actually selected by the Oakland Athletics. He's a pitcher, but he's actually only a USC commit. His name is Dylan Volantis. So if he's a commit, then he's in his senior year of high school right now. So I don't know if he did accept that contract just to go straight from high school to their farm team, or if he's still going to go to USC or not. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. A couple more guys that were selected. I believe it was Josh Bloom in the 16th round to the Mets. Then Ryan Jackson to the 17th round to the Padres. I could be wrong because that round was kind of blocked off. And then Bryce Martin-Grudzielanek. He was a late round draft pick to the Blue Jays. So yeah, a couple of those guys, it was hard to see which round they were selected in, just because whoever was doing the editing on that Photoshop picture, they kind of mixed in a white jersey color that the player was wearing with the white lettering of the round and where the guy was selected, so it didn't really make sense. Somebody should have double checked that. But yeah, a couple of those guys were able to sign to some, or actually get selected in the draft pretty late in the draft. So we'll see if they end up going or sticking around at USC if they still have eligibility. But yeah, a couple more guys were selected from USC, so that's good for their future stuff. And then I never got to the Duke guys that were drafted, but in round 2, pick number 46, Jonathan Santucci was selected by the Mets. Then in round 5, pick 154, Charlie Bielesen was selected by the Seattle Mariners. Then round 8, pick 227, Nick Conti was selected by the Kansas City Royals. Round 12, pick 352, Fran Oshel III, or Oskol III, was selected by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Then round 16, pick 479, Jimmy Romano was selected by the Reds, so I think that's Cincinnati. And then the Blue Jays also signed Alex Stone as well after the draft. So, yeah, I totally forget that the MLB draft goes so freaking long, and I guess it's just because there's so many players out there to select and to fill the roster, basically. So they just have all these prospects on their farm teams, or they want to keep the rights to a guy that they selected who's still going to college or in college as well for another year or so. I guess that's why they do it, but yeah, either way, it's a little bit confusing when it comes to that MLB draft, but was able to finally say a lot of the guys selected from both USC and Duke. So yeah, congrats to all those guys, and hopefully it's just another bigger pipeline to the MLB from both of my schools, because that's going to be pretty cool for all those big-time recruits hopefully going to sign there, so that's going to be pretty awesome. So yes, thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Fight on, and let's go Duke.